Alright, here's another interesting effect on this Stirling engine. You notice there's no flame or anything. This is on my living room table, and it's running, and inside there is a wet paper towel, and the air humidity here is pretty low today, and so I'm using evaporative cooling on the top part of the motor. And then on the bottom here, what I did was I heated up that piece of aluminum on the stove. And then while I was doing that, I put the whole engine in the freezer and cooled it down. And this will give me a couple of minutes of run time on the differential between that and what's going on up there. And I thought that was rather interesting. I thought I would share that with people. The Stirling engine guys know all about this, but the ones of us that are new to this, I thought that was pretty interesting, that you don't need to have a flame, you just need to have a temperature differential enough, somehow, some way. And my idea was to use solar energy, which they do. I've seen a lot of these solar-powered Stirling engines, but the idea would be to store up enough heat to run through the night. And that would be the trick, was how to store up enough heat. Now you'd have the cold part with the night, or something going into the earth, the ground and the earth would be cool enough. But to get the heat stored up for the nighttime run would be the trick. So anyway, I just wanted to give a demonstration of what I had thought would be possible, was to somehow focus the sun on something and get it really, really hot during the day, and then store the energy in heat for the nighttime run, and then run an engine using the cold differential between maybe the air temperature or the ground temperature and the solar energy that's stored up in a mass of water or steel or aluminum or something, and then run your engine through the night. One other thing I wanted to show was that the design called for this steel wool with aluminum displacer that goes up and down in that can, and it worked, but it didn't work all that great, so I went to a piece of foam, and that actually does work. And then the connector calls for fishing line, and I just used 30 gauge magnet wire. You can see it going around down in there. Okay, now you're seeing the thing come to a stop, and that's the end of the fun right there. So anyway, I just wanted to show that differential. Now this is still so hot I couldn't touch it. I heated this up on the stove, and this will stay hot enough. But this design has so many flaws in friction and timing and inefficiencies that I can't get this to run very long. Now the LTDs that you hold in your hand, that's what I'd like to make next, is one of these hold in your hand types that just the heat from the human body versus air temperature will run it, and that would be the next step. But I just wanted to show the idea of being able to hold heat energy in something and differentiate it with enough to run an engine. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.